Hi, I'm Edie Taylor, and welcome to Tech Talk, a new series of programs by the Technology Committee dedicated to informing you about new technology and how it can enhance your daily life. Each program will have a new topic to be discussed with a local expert on that subject. We hope you find this beneficial. If you have a topic you would like us to consider, or if you're interested possibly in serving on the Technology Committee, please write to us at deartechnologyabbey@gmail.com. Today's topic is non-tech solutions. I have with me today Bill Kane. Bill is a telecommunications IT professional. He has spent almost 50 years in telecommunications and information technology management. He's worked for large international companies, and he also has had his own company. He has a special interest in technology in terms of researching solutions. It's a favorite pastime of his. His favorite store is Best Buy. Bill lives in Eaton Village, and I know you're going to really enjoy listening to him, but please, he is not available for personal consultation. That's not what these programs are about. His interview is only for information purposes. So welcome, Bill.
Hi, Edie.
Thanks for coming by the studio this morning. So let's start at the beginning. What do you mean by non-tech solutions?
Okay. There are all sorts of technical solutions and devices. They do everything for you in the world, but they all require a smartphone, an iPad, a PC, or whatever to make them operate, right?
Okay.
Which doesn't make them available to a reasonably decent section of the demographics, right? There have been technical applications out there for years that perform simple functions for people, right, without the need for a PC-driven type of thing.
Okay, so we're talking about devices that would help us, but not be, I don't need the internet necessarily.
You don't need the internet, you don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need
Wi-Fi, none of that stuff. So
No.
most of us should be able to take advantage of these types
Absolutely.
of things.
I actually started using these 20 plus years ago. My mother had macular degeneration, so it was very difficult for her to do typical standard chores, even to turn lights on or things. So,
Okay.
yeah, they've been around for a long time.
All right. So let's start at the first one. I read somewhere that there's something called a sound-activated on-off switch. Tell me about that device.
What it does is let you turn power on and off to your lights, your appliances, or whatever. The most popular one, and again, been around for years and years, is called a clapper.
A clapper?
Clapper, right? What you do is you plug it into the wall, you plug your light into it. When you walk into your room, you go, and your lights go on.
Oh my gosh.
And you walk out, and your lights go off.
Wow.
Right?
I've
You no
never
longer
heard
have
of
to
that.
try and find the switch or anything else.
Wow. I thought maybe you could talk to it, but you can't talk to it?
No.
It just registers a clap.
Correct.
Okay.
It's just noise.
So where do I get such a device?
They are all over the place. Amazon has them, but Home Depot, Lowe's
How about
has them.
Best Buy, your favorite store?
I think they do. Kmart has them, Target has them.
Kmart, they're still around?
Oh, yeah, they're absolutely. They sell bunches of them.
Okay, good. Now, are they easy to install?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you're looking for them, this is what you look for, all right, in the store, all right? And again, they plug into the wall, the regular wall outlet, and they have the same prong outlet on the front, and you plug your light into that, and you're done. Mm-hmm. It's active and ready to go.
Okay.
So
that's nice. So
yeah, and they're cheap. They're like $20.
$20.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone who has maybe macular degeneration, doesn't see well, or maybe has muscular issues and can't turn things on and off, this would be a great device.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Or you put it in the far side of the room.
Yeah.
So turn that light on and off, and you don't have to go.
Yeah, you put it on
behind
the
the
far
sofa or
side of the
whatever.
room and just clap, and
Right.
it turns off. I like that idea. Well, let's talk about another one. I heard something about remote-controlled light bulbs. How do they work?
work very similarly to your television.
Oh, really?
They are, I think you buy them in like packages of 4.
Okay.
And they come with a little remote that's on and off, high and low. Right?
Oh,
And you just put the light bulbs in your lamp and then click on, click off.
so you don't have to be fumbling finding a switch on the lamp.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just easy use, and you know,
Yeah.
you can carry it around in your pocket from room to room if you want to.
Huh.
So
So you would have to have one of those for each lamp.
I think one of them will connect up to 4.
One
4
will
light
connect
bulbs.
up to 4 bulbs,
Right.
4 different lamps. That's
But again, like
nice.
all of these, we're not recommending any. There's
Oh,
a
no.
bunch of them out there. You know, go
Right.
look for them. This is just to make people aware that
Right.
they're available.
So again, with this type of device, where would I find it?
I found most of them on Amazon. I suspect very much that Home Depot and Lowe's would have them.
Home Depot and Lowe's. That's
But I
pretty
do most
easy.
of my work on Amazon.
Yeah,
or
me
On the
too.
internet. so.
Me too. I'm guilty of that for sure. Is this device energy saving, do you think?
They all will save you energy because it makes it easier for you to turn your lights off. Okay, if you leave the room, you clap or push the button. When you come back, you clap. It's very easy. So the lights go off for 2 hours while you're not in the room.
Right,
So it sort of saves you,
right.
saves you energy.
And I think this would be really valuable for anyone, really, if you know, whether you can see or not, whether you have musculoskeletal issues or whatever, it's just a nice little press the button and
Yeah, it's
that's
really
it.
easy to use, and it doesn't require any technology on your part at
Mm-hmm.
all.
And it would be a nice thing for your Christmas tree, too, wouldn't it?
You could clap on your Christmas tree. Absolutely.
I like that idea. I like that idea. That's pretty good. All right, there's another device I've heard about called light detecting bulbs. What's a light detecting bulb?
Light detecting is I find it useful outdoors, and you can use it either you can buy them in a bulb, or you can buy a socket, okay, that you put a bulb in, all right?
Okay.
And what they are is photosensitive. They detect light. When there is no light, the bulb's off.
Okay.
When there is light, or when there is light, the bulb's off. When there is no light outside, the bulb's on. Okay, so if you put it on your front porch or your back porch light, you can leave the light switch on all the time, all right? When dusk comes, the light goes on. When daylight comes, the light goes off, all right? So instead of leaving it on or having to remember to turn it on or off, you know, it's just, and that saves you a bunch of money, actually.
Yeah.
You know, instead of leaving your light on 24 hours a day, you've only left it on 12 hours a day. You know,
Right.
one of our guys did a quick arithmetic computation and said if you put this in, you'll probably save yourself about $45, $50 a year in,
Oh,
in
really?
energy costs just by having your light off half the time.
Right.
So,
So that's good for the people that forget.
yeah, absolutely.
You know, they go to bed and I've done that. I forgot to turn off my outside lights.
So your neighbors complain.
Well, they haven't complained yet, but I think if I continually did it, they might.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is a good solution, a
Right.
non-tech solution. Now, are these programmable at all?
There
So
are
is there a next
programmable
step
bulbs.
that's-
They're not the same.
Oh, okay.
But there is another one that's programmable, and basically what you can do is set them to stay on for 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
But it
45
doesn't
minutes.
require a smartphone or anything like
No,
that.
it's really just a little switch on.
Like a little timer kind
Correct.
of aspect.
Yeah.
So then that way you could say, okay, midnight every night I want my lights to go off.
Correct.
Okay. That sounds really
Yeah.
useful, actually. Is that a little, obviously that's probably a little more expensive, right?
Yeah, and I just realized that you don't even need the light bulb to do that. There are timers that people have used forever to turn
Oh,
lights
true,
on.
true.
Plug that in the wall. And
But
then-
you don't necessarily do that for your outside lights.
Correct.
So we're really talking about those outside lights that are by your garage, your front door, that it's very easy to leave them on.
Correct.
Or leave the house even in the daytime and have them on. I've done that, push the wrong button on the garage when I'm leaving, and then the lights are on. I don't notice it when I'm leaving the house, and the lights have been
Lights
on
are
for
still
several hours. Yeah. So that's a good non-tech solution. Now there's another one that I've read about called motion detecting light switches. Tell me about that.
These I think, are wonderful because they automatically take care of your energy requirements with your lights, except they need an electrician to put them in.
Oh, okay.
It's actually, they replace the light switch on your
Okay.
wall, okay? And then when you leave it on all the time, when you walk into the room, it senses motion, turns your lights on.
Oh,
If it
neat.
doesn't sense motion for some period of time, whether it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it'll turn the lights off.
Nice. So that would be pretty useful if you wanted to install it near where you come in for your groceries. So you come in and then it turns the lights on. If your hands are full, you don't necessarily have to turn the light off or on. That's
Yeah, and
very
if-
appealing.
If you don't mind the light in your face, you could put it in your bathroom, so at night, if you walked in at 3 o'clock in the morning, your light goes on.
That's true. It's another use. You could
Yeah,
use it
there's
in a
all sorts of
bathroom.
applications.
Are these switches themselves expensive?
I think they're not inexpensive. They're probably in the range of about $70 a piece.
$70?
And they do, unless you're handy, they do require an electrician.
right.
Because you have to take it out of the wall, put it, replace it.
Okay. And so is the line, I don't know whether I'm getting too technical here, but is the line of sight for the motion at a certain height? So if you have animals like dogs, my dog likes to jump around. People have cats, they like to
There
jump
are
around.
ways to limit the detection,
Okay. So they're detecting a human and not
pretty
not
much.
one of your fun pets.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds like a really useful solution. I think I'm going to look into that more. Now, we also have heard about motion sensing light sockets.
It
Motion
basically
sensing
does the
light
same
sockets,
thing,
what's-
but it will work on one light,
Just one light.
right? And it's just a screw-in unit in your lamp, and then you screw the light bulb into that, and it has motion detection on it. It's not as dispersed, right? The one on the wall will handle your living room.
Okay.
The one on the lamp will handle immediate, 5, 10-foot vicinity.
Oh, I see.
But-
Okay.
Right, but they both have their applications. They both do pretty much the same thing.
So, I mean, are these a little less expensive than the others, do you think?
I think they're a little less expensive. They might be like $35, $40.
Yeah. So just a little bit, maybe. Little.
And again, as with anything else, if you look on Amazon, the same thing is going to run you $25 to $40. And it's identical, depends on where you buy it from.
Right.
You know.
But I don't need an electrician to install
No,
that. You can just
exactly.
do it yourself, get it, put it in,
Right.
and then use it. You're on your way. All right, let's talk about some of the alerts that are out there. There's something called a stovetop alert.
Correct.
Can you tell me about that, how that works?
I used that for my mom. It was a different type, all right? But this is basically what we're talking about, all right? It comes in a package of 4. It's about $70. Those little discs fit behind your knobs. So you pull your knob off, you put the disc on, right? And it's got a little mini circuits and stuff in it. Put the knob back on. When you turn the burner on, right, there's a little light on the disc that flashes so you know it's active, right? And it will just buzz you every 15 minutes or so to remind you. It's just a reminder. It doesn't do anything other than remind you that the burner's still on and it needs attention. Okay?
And how about, could you use that for an oven if you had a dial-up oven? Do you think?
I would assume so.
Because that's the thing
Yeah.
that I tend to leave on is the oven sometimes.
Yeah, because they sell them in 1-packs and 4-packs, and the 1-pack actually is for your overhead oven. So yes, you're correct.
Yeah, I think that would be good for everybody, really, totally. Now, there's also refrigerator door alarms. What are they?
Refrigerator door alarms. Again, lots of people. Again, I'm going back to my mother. All right.
Right.
You can close the refrigerator door. It doesn't always contact itself.
Right.
Okay. This is very simplistic. It's just 2 little plastic pieces. One is on the door. One is on the refrigerator directly across from it.
Oh, okay.
Right. And if it's within, let's say, 3/4 of an inch, it has a contact and it's fine. If it's not and it's further out than 60 seconds or 120 seconds, it sets an alarm off.
So then you
Says
know
the
your
door's
door.
open.
Okay, that's
Come
great.
close the door.
That is,
okay?
and can I install that myself?
It's real easy. This is what it looks like.
Oh,
okay.
pretty
It's got,
simple.
got the alarm unit there. These two little pieces are on sticky tape.
Okay.
You just peel the tape off, put them on the door.
Pretty
Very
straightforward.
simple.
Very simple. These have been so interesting, so many good solutions that we can take care of ourselves for the most part. I really thank you for all your research
welcome.
and your coming by the studio today to tell us about these non-tech solutions. And I hope you'll come back again.
I probably will.
Okay. If you have questions about technology, please write to deartechnologyabby@gmail.com. If you'd like to refer to this program in the future, we will have this program on the Hershey's Mill website, hershey'smill.org, on the Technology Committee page. Look for that. And thank you for watching.